Welcome to Certification Cynergy's CompTIA Linux Plus XK0-005 Practice Exam. Questions 81 through 85. This video is part of our practice exam video series and is filled with questions that closely resemble the real exam. So are you prepared to test your knowledge? Great, let's begin. Question 81. A systems administrator is configuring a new machine with a UEFI firmware interface. Where should the administrator look to find the directory serving as the mount point in this UEFI system? The answer is B. /boot/EFI. In a UEFI system, the EFI system partition serves as the mount point for essential boot files and firmware executables. This partition is typically mounted in the /boot/EFI directory. It contains boot loaders and other necessary files for the system's boot process. Therefore, to find the directory serving as the mount point in a UEFI system, the system's administrator should check the /boot/EFI directory. Question 82. Which of the following Git actions would allow a Linux administrator to publish local changes to the main branch of a remote repository? The answer is D. Push. The push command in Git allows the administrator to upload their local changes to the main branch of a remote repository. This action updates the remote repository with the latest changes made locally, making them accessible to other collaborators or users who interact with the repository. Question 83. A Linux administrator is tasked with managing storage resources on a server running multiple applications. To ensure efficient resource allocation and monitoring, the administrator needs to obtain a comprehensive list of all volumes that belong to a specific volume group. Which of the following commands should the administrator use to accomplish this task? The answer is B. LVS. The LVS command is used in Linux to display information about logical volumes within a volume group. When executed, the output typically includes details about each logical volume, such as its name, size, UUID, status, and associated volume group. Question 84. A DevOps engineer is responsible for managing Docker containers hosting various applications. The engineer needs to ensure that a specific file exists in the root directory of a container named app_container. Which of the following commands should the engineer use to verify the presence of the file in the root directory of the container? The answer is C. Now that we know the answer, let's break it down. The command docker exec is used to execute a command inside a running Docker container. Here, app_container is the name of the container where the command will be executed. The command ls is a standard Linux command that lists the contents of a directory. Therefore, docker exec app_container ls executes the ls command inside the container named app_container, displaying the contents of its root directory. Question 85. A Linux administrator is configuring a new email server and wants to confirm whether SMTP traffic is being allowed through the firewall. Which command should the administrator use to check this? The answer is C. firewall-cmd-query-service SMTP. The command firewall-cmd-query-service SMTP is used to query whether the SMTP service is allowed through the firewall. When executed, it checks the firewall configuration to determine if there is a rule allowing SMTP traffic. If the SMTP service is permitted, the command returns yes, indicating that the service is allowed. If SMTP traffic is not permitted, the command returns no, indicating that the service is blocked. So, did any of these questions give you a tough time? Don't worry if they did, it's all part of the learning process. Luckily, Certification Cynergy has a wealth of free video content at your disposal. To stay connected with our latest IT learning resources, just give a quick click on the subscribe button. This simple action ensures you're always updated about our newest video releases. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more great content.